Today we're going to talk about randomized controlled experiments and how to show them graphically. One of the best examples of randomized controlled experiment in economics is the RAND health insurance experiment. It was conducted back in the 1970s to the mid-80s. It actually provided individuals with either free health insurance, partially coverage health insurance, or no health insurance at all, or just catastrophic, at least that's what they called it. Um, and then we follow these people over time to see whether or not health insurance actually had an effect on their health, or is it otherwise just a financial tool? So the two main questions they were trying to answer was how much more medical care will people use if it's provided for free, meaning your health insurance or your health care is provided for free, and what are the consequences for their health? This study ended up being concluded in 1986, and it's perhaps the reason why we don't have universal health insurance today, because the end result was that we really didn't find a major effect on health, although we did find a big effect on health expenditures. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the data from this study to make a little graph for ourselves. Where can you get this data? You can't get it from here, right on the RAND website. But where I'm going to grab it from is from the Mastering Metrics textbook or book that you can use. It has lots of other available data sets that you can go ahead and get onto. I'm going to come right over here under Chapter 1, Tables 1.3 and 1.4, and the one we want is the RAND HIE. The way I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use an already pre-specified zip code that is available in our packages. And so it's right here underneath the Dev Tools. You would have to install this if you don't already have it. I do, so I'm not going to reinstall it in my case. I will call the dataset. The dataset I'm looking for is RAND person spend. It's going to be underneath the package called Mastering Metrics. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run through this code just to give you an idea of what the code is going to do. It's going to call up GGPLOT. So we have to make sure we open up our GGPLOT library. We're going to use plan type as our X. Now the plan types are those 5 categories that I talked about before. Y is going to be total admissions. This is hospital admissions in this case. So do you go to the hospital more often? And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually calculate means because we're getting individual person observations in this data set. So we're going to use the function called stat summary. This first stat summary calculates the mean per group and provides a bar. The second stat summary provides, again, the mean per group. In this case, adds error terms so that we can see whether or not there is a significant difference between one group and another. Then after that, we're going to put some labels in. We're going to say, okay, what are the plan types? What is it that we were actually calculating, which was the average admission rates? And then we're just going to show this comparison. So let me go ahead and run this code so you can see the outcome. I'm going to come up here, press run, and I'll provide this code in my blog post. When it runs through, we get the following picture. Let me zoom in so you can see it. And right away, we can see it already color coordinated for us. Catastrophics down here on the left-hand side. So this is the one where you're only really covered for those catastrophic ideas or cases. We see that cost sharing really has no significant difference from catastrophic. So you are putting in some of your costs or you have some skin in the game. When all you have to do is pay a deductible, there does seem to be an increase in hospital admissions. And when health care is provided for free, there is a highly significant increase in the average hospital admission rates. Hope you found this useful. Again, I'll provide all the code in the blog post. Thanks.